What's up, gentlemen? So today I'm headed to get my hair cut. A few weeks ago I was out of town and I was about to do this like little video thing with this dude, and I was like, yo, I need a haircut. So I was out of town and I was rushing around and I'm like, I'm gonna go get a haircut. And this dude effed my hair up so bad it was ridiculous. I'm talking like totally jacked up. He gapped me, it was all like uneven. Anyway, I'm going to get it fixed right now, but this got me thinking about how you can actually minimize a potential bad haircut situation. There are 5 things that you need to do in order to ensure that you get the best cut possible. They all happen to start with the letter P. The first P is actually be punctual. You gotta make sure that you're on time for your haircut, because there's nothing that's going to potentially jack up your haircut like if your stylist or barber is actually rushing to get you done because you didn't plan appropriately. The one thing you need to understand when it comes to haircuts and stylists and barbers, they are on a very strict, tight schedule, right? Time is money, and so if you're late, unfortunately, you're not gonna get the best situation or the best haircut as possible, right?
Right. Let's talk about punctuality today.
What are you talking about? I'm right on time. What is that?
10:34.
What? See, I'm gonna get an effed up haircut now.
So what are we doing today?
Which brings me to the second P, have a plan. Just sitting down into the chair and saying, I don't know, or whatever, isn't actually going to help direct your stylist or your barber to give you a better cut. Today, what I want to do is actually go a little bit tighter on the side. So I was thinking about something like that in terms of how tight I want it on the side.
Okay, yeah.
The length right now, I think, is good. I'd actually like to grow the top out a little bit. All right, so maybe just tighten the sides up. What do you think?
Yeah, we could do that and then just blend the back in so it doesn't look like you have like a bowl haircut up there.
Perfect. Gentlemen, have a plan in order to get the best cut. So now we're actually gonna get my hair shampooed. When you go into a salon, chances are they're gonna wash your hair, right? A barbershop, they're pretty much gonna just mist it. One of the things that actually separates a barbershop from a salon is actually this experience. So what's something that a guy should know when it comes to getting his hair washed at a salon?
You don't have to pick up your head when we shampoo it. I don't want to get the back of your shirt all wet. I want you to leave it looking nice. I'll lift your head gently. Just relax and we'll do the job.
Gentlemen, relax. This is honestly like the best part.
Let me know if the water gets too hot or too cold.
One other thing I'd like to mention when it comes to like planning, right? The more prepared you can be when you go in to see your barber or stylist, the better job they're gonna be able to do. Do a Google search, find somebody that maybe has a hairstyle that's similar to the one that you're looking for or similar hair texture. Save it to your phone. Maybe have 1 or 2 options to actually show your stylist. Say, hey, I was thinking about this or maybe this, what do you think?
All right, let's rock and roll.
Thank you so much for fitting me in, man.
Oh, no problem, man.
Which brings me to the next P, polite. When you walk into a salon, it starts at the door, including the receptionist or the person that's actually checking you in. The person that washes your hair, say thank you. The person that's cutting it, say thank you. Oh my gosh, it looks great. Or you could say, hey, could you fix this or maybe do this? But it's all about the way that you deliver it, guys. I cannot tell you how many times these stylists or barbers are saying, you know, that guys will come in and they'll be rude. They'll be in a rush. They'll say something ignorant. And it's also not a time to hit on your stylist or barber, right?
Right, even if he's a man.
You're so sexy. Steven, what's the biggest difference between a barber and a stylist?
Just in the technique that we use, we cut. You know, hairdressers tend to add a lot more texture and movement to a hair, where with barbers, you know, they're a lot better at fading and tapering and blending in a nice clean line. You know, where hairdressers, we could do that too, but, you know, we just cut a little different, just our techniques.
So if you're looking for a really tight, like skin fade that's like blended flawlessly, right, definitely go to a barber. But the longer styles, like if you're looking to grow your hair out, what I would recommend is actually look for a hairstylist as opposed to a barber. Guys, if you're ever in the Atlanta area or you want to come check out Salon Posta, I'm going to link to it down below. Make sure to book your appointment a few weeks in advance. They do get filled up here, but it's a great experience when you come here, and I would just love for you guys to come and check out the building. Spend a lot of time, money, and energy and love making this thing a reality, and every time you guys come and I get to actually meet you, it's really amazing. So make sure to hit that link, check it out, and we'd love to see you. So the next P is actually about product. Bring your product with you when you actually go and get your hair cut so that the stylist or barber can show you and teach you how to use it properly, because there is a learning curve when it comes to using a new hair product. What I'd like to do now is actually style my hair. For me, I'm gonna use the sea salt spray as my pre-styler. Guys, the number one thing you can do if you want to elevate the fullness, the volume, and the texture to your hair is use a sea salt pre-styler. The Pete and Pedro sea salt spray is the best salt on the market. Guys, I'm going to link to it down below. There's also going to be a limited time discount code. Go read the reviews. Thousands of people are saying this is an incredible product. The second product I'm going to be using is the Pete and Pedro Putty. All right, the Pete and Pedro Putty is a high hold, low shine product. Emulsification you got to do with every hair product. It softens it, it activates it, and it allows it to go into your hair a lot easier. You want to make sure when you're applying any hair product, you're getting it down to the root and covering the entire hair shaft. Once that is done, style, and then dry. And then I'm going to take just a little bit more of the putty and put it into my style, right, in order to lock it into place. And that, gentlemen, is a hairstyling wrap. If you guys want to check out the putty, the salt, I'm going to link to it down below. Also, the clay is one of our top sellers. Another product that we recently launched at Pete and Pedro, you guys got to check out, is actually the texture powder. I'm actually going to link to a video down below that actually shows you how to actually use this, all right? The way that this stuff works is in dry hair, you're actually going to sprinkle this in, all right? And then you're going to style. It's super crazy in terms of the volume that you're going to get from that product. But if you're somebody that doesn't want a lot of product or weight in their hair, this is the ideal solution for guys that want texture and volume without using a ton of product. Guys, I'm going to link to it down below if you want to check it out. There's also a limited time discount code. Now, since we're talking a little bit about money, we got to talk about the final P, which is pay. Gentlemen, you got to tip people, all right? Because that's the thing. You got to make sure that you understand that even though you're getting a haircut and you paid for that, you got to tip. You got to tip not only the person who cut it, but also if you went to a salon, you should also
thank you.
Tip the person that was actually washing your hair, all right? Now, in terms of Steven's payment, I'm paying him with something extra special. Legend. We just dropped the new fragrance at Pete and Pedro. Steven's already smelled it.
Stuff's the bomb, man. By far one of the best colognes I've ever used.
It's inspired by Tom Ford's effing Fabulous. Ours, actually, I think is better. What do you think?
I think it's better. I think it stays on your body longer. It doesn't fade out or just wear off you. It just sticks all day.
It projects. It smells so sexy. Gentlemen, if you are ready to upgrade and elevate your fragrance game, I'm also going to link to Legend down below.
Oh, I like that. I like it. Oh my gosh, that's so sexy. Yeah, I like it.
Gentlemen, I'm telling you, Legend is the real deal. You guys are going to love it. I'm going to link to it down below. All right, that wraps things up, but here's the deal. There's actually one more P, and that is a plan for next time. Book it before you actually leave. You know how fast your hair grows. You know how often you typically will go in for a haircut. And the worst thing you can do is wait until it's time, you try to book your appointment, and the stylist or barber is actually booked. And so what I recommend prior to actually leaving is book your next appointment. Schedule it for 3 weeks out. That way your hair will always look amazing. Gentlemen, if you follow these tips, your hair, perfection.